In this video we will talk about space physics. This is chapter 35 in the Candle IGCSE physics book, Earth and Solar System. The Earth's orbit is circular due to the large gravitational force provided by the Sun. The axis of rotation is an imaginary line that passes through the North and South poles. The rotation of the Earth is the circular motion of the Earth about its own axis. Examples include the motion of a wheel around its axle, the rotation of the Earth around its own axis, and Earth rotates on its axis within 24 hours. Revolution is the motion of an object revolving in an orbit around another object. A well-known example is the orbit made by a planet around the Sun. The orbital distance is the object's travel distance to revolve around another object. Now let us talk about day and night. Day and night are due to the rotation of the Earth. When we view it above the North Pole, the Earth rotates anti-clockwise about an axis from the west to the east. The Sun rises from the east and sets in the west. Half of the Earth faces the Sun at any time, making it daytime in these places. The other half is in shadow, making it nighttime in these regions. As the Earth rotates, each region on the surface moves through the sequence of day, night, and dawn. The Earth moves in an almost circular orbit around the Sun. An Earth year is the time the Earth takes to complete one orbit about the Sun, which is 365¼ days. The tilt of the Earth's axis relative to the plane of its orbit is the reason for the change in the length of daylight time during the year in the northern and southern hemispheres. Earth's axis is tilted at 23.25 degrees. The Sun rises at different times at different longitudes across the face of the Earth. On a particular day in one country, the Sun rises at about 7 a.m. and sets at about 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. In another country, the Sun rises at about 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time and sets at about 7 a.m. on the same day. To solve this confusion, the surface of the Earth has been divided into 24 time zones. During summer in the northern hemisphere, the Earth's axis is tilted towards the Sun. A greater part of the Earth in the northern hemisphere faces sunlight, so daylight is longer and nighttime is shorter. Above the Arctic Circle, places have sunlight 24 hours a day in midsummer. During winter in the northern hemisphere, the axis of the Earth is tilted away from the Sun. Thus, a smaller part of the Earth in the northern hemisphere is exposed to sunlight, and daylight time is shorter. Above the Arctic Circle, places have no sunlight 24 hours a day in midwinter, i.e., continuous nighttime. Summer in the northern hemisphere means the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, so more energy reaches the Earth's surface. Daylight time is longer and the weather is hotter. Winter in the northern hemisphere means the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun, less energy reaches the surface of the Earth, and daylight time is shorter. The weather is colder. Because the Earth rotates on its axis, the Sun appears to move during the day. The Sun rises in the east every morning and sets in the west every evening. The Sun is at its highest at midday when it is due south. The Sun is higher in the sky in summer than in winter, and shadows are shorter in summer than in winter. The Earth takes 24 hours or one day to complete a rotation about its axis. The days are longer in summer and shorter in winter.